front bottom. So basically what would end up happening is all those peanuts essentially kind of acted as a filter. So as we're draining out the bottom, we actually let it sit overnight to let most of the oils float to the top. And then the next morning we came in, we left the heat off in the production area. It was really cold night anyway, that we knew was going to be. And the next morning we just racked it off and let all the peanuts basically act as a filter for those oils to kind of stay in there.
Okay. He said he
on the
crushed
small
them
scale,
and
it's a lot easier to just skim it. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what he's doing. He crushed them and just threw them in the primary. He didn't boil them or do anything with them. Did you roasted your pecans, right?
I buy them freshly roasted from nuts.com is actually 15 minutes away from the meadery. We get them freshly roasted, yeah. Yeah, so all of our peanuts and cashews and all that, not cashews, pecans that we use, we get directly from them. They have really great turnaround and really, really great products over there. So we get everything from them as far as that goes.
I'm a little jealous because I love nuts.com and I have to pay shipping. So.
Well, I get free shipping. The first time I ordered 400 pounds of peanuts or whatever it was for that first PB&J meat, I said, oh, wow, they're in Cranford. They're like 15 minutes away. Maybe I should just go there and pick it up. And then I saw my order amount qualified for free shipping. I was like, fuck it.
Let them drive.
Let them drive it across town, yeah.
We got it next day. Free shipping. They're right in town. We got it next day.
Yeah.
Nice.
It was great.
Yeah, I mean, I've used in the past, and and this is small scale. You wouldn't probably be able to really do this on a commercial scale, but I've used in the past, and the chat is talking about extracts. Pure, actual, real almond extract can add some wonderful almond notes. I add that to my cherry pie mead. I'll put a little bottle of almond extract in there along with the Malab and secondary, and you get these wonderful almond notes. And it's just enough for it to be there, but not so much that it overpowers the cherries.
I'm actually about to do the same exact thing, adding a little hint of almond extract to a cherry pie mead that we're working on right now.
Okay. Yeah, I'm a big fan of almond extract. It's got to be the real deal though. It can't be that artificial. It's got to be the real deal. But
yeah. I think you can even kind of DIY it if you use high proof vodka.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you just soak almonds in vodka and do an extract. That's how. Basically, that's the first step of making cordial. So you just
or just buy some Disaronno.
Yeah, Disaronno, yeah. I love Disaronno. That's some good stuff. Oh, yeah, Sergio just typed on there, for those of you that may not be looking, Sergio just typed in the chat for the almonds, maybe look at making your own almond milk. And actually, just mashing them. I mean, I've mashed them and made almond paste. And then you've got all the flavors are in there, and you can just literally toss that almond paste ball. I would put it in a bag and then put it in your mead. You're still going to get the oils, but you're going to get a lot more surface area, so you're going to get a lot more flavor, too. I would say, I don't think I'd roast almonds. I think I'd go with almonds raw. It's a totally different flavor profile when they're roasted.
Would change the flavor, wouldn't it, if you roasted?
Sounds like a good experiment to do.
It does, yeah. I mean, with pecans, the flavor difference between raw and roasted pecans is not huge. I mean, it's there, but it's not like life-changing. But almonds are like completely different nuts when they're roasted as opposed to when they're not.
There you go. I got the next triangle test. Roasted or not roasted?
Not roasted, yeah. Yeah, there's been a lot of chatter about nuts lately. Bobby, have you done any meads with nuts?
Have I? Yeah.
Yeah. What have you done?
Pecans.
Mm-hmm.
Pecans. I roasted them.
Oh, it was that apple pie pecan mead or something, right? Yeah.
Oh, that sounds like a good. Oh, now I've got to go to the farmer's market and get some cider. Damn you. I don't need to have 4 meads going when I leave for the Mazer Cup.
Nonsense. Of course you do.
No, I don't. I won't be here to stir it for a week, so.
Yeah, using nuts in mead is something I've been kind of thinking about a little bit more here and there. And, we've done the peanuts and the pecans, and I actually just picked up like a pound of black walnuts to kind of try to play with that to see how that would impart. I'm sure it'd be nice. There's a few combinations, not combinations, a few possibilities in the nut world that might work well. Then there's some nuts that, you're really not going to get too much out of. As much as I love like macadamia nuts, they're so subtle in flavor themselves that I think it would be kind of difficult to get a lot of flavor into a mead unless you use a whole buttload of them and roast them really nice maybe, but.
Yeah.
It's really interesting.
There's subtle.
What's that, Bob?
Yeah, it would still. Yeah.
I think they would be too subtle.
Well, and then.
Yeah, that would be a challenging one to use.
They might add something perceptible, but you might not be able to perceive it as nut.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah, it would definitely impart some different character to the mead for sure, but they could also be kind of expensive, so it might not even be worth it.
They are definitely expensive. I've seen some debate going on with how to obtain, good macadamia flavor, and the argument keeps going back to just use macadamia honey, and and don't, because the nuts are. For the first thing, the nuts are so fatty; they're the most fat-filled nut there is, so they're mostly oil, And the moment you roast them and or crush them. All that
Grease
starts
fest.
coming out. Yeah, it's a grease fest, and so you're going to be skimming oil way beyond what you're going to have with almonds or pecans or anything like that. And that would.
Usually, I just lightly roast them, but I can see that the macadamia nuts would probably produce too much oil or the flavor would change so much in the roast.
Now
to get rid of the oil.
Here's one I'd like to see somebody do, and it won't be me because I don't like the flavor. Is hazelnuts. Because the hazelnuts have got a very distinctive flavor, very distinctive flavor, and so much so that it's its own flavor profile through so many different kinds of foods like ice cream and coffee sweetener and just you name it. There's a hazelnut thing. Well, shoot, there's what's it called? The stuff in the jar that everybody likes. Nutella, yeah, which is acky, yuck, gross.
Nutella mead, I could go for that.
Oh, that stuff's amazing. I wish I wasn't allergic.
Well, I don't like hazelnuts, so it doesn't do anything for me. But Nutella is like a thing. It's a phenomenon, and yet nobody's made a Nutella mead. So Bobby, you need to get with
it. Yeah, I'm working on a walnut cranberry with buckwheat honey right now. That's my next.
That'll be interesting.
Yeah, walnut cranberry would be nice.
I want to start experimenting with oddball ingredients. Different things, because I kind of got interested in it. I got re-interested in it, really, when I went up to Charm City in Baltimore. And James is doing, all of his meads have really what a lot of people consider to be odd flavor profiles. He's got a lemongrass basil. And you're like, okay, that sounds really great.
Thai
for Thai
basil,
food,
yeah.
Thai basil, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like Thai food, but it's a session mead. He cans it, and it's amazing. It's light, it's refreshing.
Nice.
It's like I could drink a whole 4-pack of this stuff, no problem, and it's really good. And and I just, when he showed it to me, I was like, I'm thinking in my head, I'm smiling and going, wow, that's really interesting. And in my head, I'm going, ew. and then when I tasted it, I realized that I was like presupposing, because I like that in Thai food, So, why would I not like it in mead? And so I was just kind of prejudging on something that I hadn't really thought all the way through. And
yeah, I actually judged that mead at the Mazer Cup. It was very, very nice. I liked it a lot.
Nice, yeah.
But the guys that are killing it out there, as far as weird ingredients and weird flavor combinations, I think the guys that are really doing it the best out there has got to be Solomon's out in
oh God, yeah, Solomon's. Oh my God, I love their meads. So happy
they made so. Ian had me taste a watermelon saffron mead that was like out of this world.
Wasn't that interesting?
They used zero water.
Yeah.
They used zero water. It was all watermelon juice that they juiced in-house. Their beet mead was actually really, really nice.
Really good.
They were making a martini mead.
The martini one's good.
What'd you think?
What'd you think of Moscow Miel?
Oh, I loved it.
Wasn't that amazing?
I had been wanting to make a Moscow Mule mead for so long, and they nailed it. Yeah, they nailed it. Yeah, even because they also make beer and cider. They even had a beer with like no malt and no hops. It was actually made with jasmine rice and like Thai basil.
Oh wow!
What a slap at AB InBev,
They're so out of the box. They're so out of the box. It's amazing.
Yeah, there's no box there at all.
They're so out of the box, they're not even in the department store anymore.
No, they're not.
Yeah.
And the thing is, and this is the really sad thing about Cellarman's, is the only place you can get their mead is at their place.
Yep.
They do not distribute or even put it in the stores, or at least they weren't before. Although, before it was all tap and crowlers and growlers. Now, I think I remember reading something. Somebody said they were somebody posted something, I think it was on Mead Makers, that they're putting it in regular cans now.
They bottled the beet mead.
They bottled the beet mead? Okay. Yeah, but they're doing cans now.
That was the first time they bottled anything.
Yeah, I had that beet mead. They had to give me the beet mead because everybody knows how much I hate beets, And so, of course, they gave it to me, and I was like, well, last beet mead I had really liked, so yeah, I'm all for trying it,
No, it was great, man. It was great. Yeah, it's different flavor weird flavor combinations. I think that's where it's going to make the mead world a lot more interesting. I mean, then you got people superstitions also pushing the envelope quite a bit with different flavor combinations. Some of the new guys that are coming out are also trying to get a lot more creative to stand out as well. And you got like those Neapolitan meads and everything else. It's great. I love this. We're like, so that werewolf mead, I didn't even finish that
back
up.
To the werewolf mead,
So the recipe I decided is going to be a bochet. It's basically going to be a chocolate covered bacon bochet.
Yeah. That's interesting.
So a dark caramelized honey, chocolate will, alter your mood. Obviously, like a werewolf, a human turning into a werewolf is going to alter their mood and their whole physique, basically. But then obviously for the carnivore side of it, we're adding the bacon.
Cool.
So it's a chocolate covered bacon bochet.
Nice.
That'll be interesting.
Like, that's the type of stuff like I want to start making. It's just new, different, just experimenting galore. And if it works, it works. If not, well, screw it. Go on to the next one.
Have you talked Bobby into letting you do his seaweed mead? Talk about box. Being out of the box. That is...
No, but we have two recipes of his that he's gonna brew himself at the meadery. So,
that's so cool.
I told him like if we're gonna do anything, it's you you're the one who's actually gonna make it. We'll babysit it during fermentation and we'll call you when it's ready to bottle. But he has to be the one to make it. That's the only stipulation that I gave him. But yeah, because
it'll work.
He's great. You're great at what you do, and that's it. It's you have to make it your way, and that's it.
Yeah, you're a really great intuitive mead maker, Bob. That's there's not a lot of people that feel comfortable in that space. There's plenty of people who can do it, but not very many people are comfortable there. And I love that you are, because I took such a beating. For one of these people that would be like tasting it and going, it needs a little of this and sprinkling sea salt in it or something, doing weird shit with my meat, and people are like, well, how'd you make it? I'm like, I don't know, I just put shit in until it tasted right.
No, I remember what I put in, but I just go by taste. I don't really go by anything else. And Sergio will tell you, I'm not kidding when I tell you, I don't pick up a hydrometer at all. No. Everything is by taste. The final gravity is by taste. If it needs something, I put it in. But it's all by taste. There's no gravity. There's nothing in the beginning, not in the end. I keep a rough idea of how much honey I put in and how big the batch is, but that's really it.
Yeah, and you've got really awesome honey to work with as well. Like the honey that Bobby's Bees gets. Oh man. It's so different. It's so nice. And I think that's I always tell him it's one of his biggest secrets to the success of a lot of his meads. His honey is